Hi English literature learners, are you preparing for PG TRB English exam or other competitive English literature examinations? Or do you want to master English literature easily? Then this channel is for you. Today, let us learn 30 MCQs on Remembrance by Sir Thomas Wyatt, PG TRB syllabus la first section on poetry section la Unit 1 la English literature from 1400 to 1600 la third poem in the poem irukku Remembrance. The other name of Remembrance is They Flee From Me. This poem was written by Sir Thomas Wyatt. Let's dive into today's topic. Which alternative title is commonly associated with Sir Thomas Wyatt's poem Remembrance? They Flee From Me. In which poetic form is Remembrance? They Flee From Me written rhyme royal. What is the stanzaic structure and line length of rhyme royal used in this poem? 7 lines of iambic pentameter. What is the exact rhyme scheme of Remembrance? AB, AB, BCC. Who originally introduced the rhyme royal stanza form into English poetry before Wyatt used it? Geoffrey Chaucer. Where was Remembrance first published posthumously in 1557? Churchill's Miscellany. What are the opening lines of the poem? They flee from me that sometime did me seek. How does the speaker describe the behavior of those who used to seek him in the past? Gentle, tame, and meek. What metaphor is implicitly used in the first stanza to describe the women or lovers who now avoid him? Untamed bats or deer coming to hand for food. In the second stanza, how does the speaker characterize the past experiences compared to the present? 20 times better. What specific memory does the speaker recall in the second stanza? A secret meeting where a loose gown fell from her shoulders. How does the woman address the speaker during that special intimate moment? Dear heart, how like you this? What confirms to the speaker that the intimate memory was real and not an illusion? It was no dream. I lay broad waking. To what does the speaker attribute the sudden change and abandonment in the final stanza? Thorough my gentleness. What phrase does Wyatt use to describe the woman's inclination to seek new lovers or changes? Newfangledness. How does the poem conclude? The final line? I would fain know what she hath deserved. What is the overall tone of the poem Remembrance? Melancholy, disillusioned, and bewildered. Biographically, what historical background is frequently linked to this poem? Wyatt's rumored romantic involvement with Anne Boleyn. What does the term stalking in my chamber imply in the context of the poem? Moving stealthily and quietly to visit in secret. What political or social atmosphere of the Tudor court is symbolically reflected through this poem? The shifting nature of royal favor, betrayal, and insecurity. How many stanzas are there in Remembrance? They Flee From Me. 3 stanzas. Total 21 lines. In the line, to take bread at my hand, what does the bread symbolize? Favors, protection, or sustenance given by the speaker. What does the word range mean in the phrase? And now they range or busily seeking to roam around restlessly in search of something new. Which manuscript sources contain versions of this poem? The Egerton manuscript and Devonshire manuscript. What does the phrase in thin array describe in stanza 2? scant or light clothing worn during their intimate encounter. What does leave to go of her goodness signify in the final stanza? She dismisses him coldly under the guise of being gracious. The line, and she also to use newfangledness, highlights the woman's tendency to constantly desire novelty and new lovers, which central theme is explored throughout the poem regarding human relationship, the transience of love, betrayal, and memory. How does the speaker view his own past behavior in retrospect? He blames his own excessive kindness, gentleness for the abandonment. What is the significance of Sir Thomas Wyatt's contribution to English poetry as highlighted by poems like this? He successfully imported complex continental European lyrical themes and complex psychological introspection into English verse. With this, 30 MCQs are over. This will be helpful for your revision. If you have any questions regarding English literature, kindly ask this in the comment section. If you want to master English literature easily, subscribe to this channel. If you like this video, like, share and subscribe. Click the bell icon for notifications. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, stay tuned to this channel to expand your knowledge of English literature.